Hi, welcome to Blue Star Report. I'm Brad. It's Dustin. Today we're going to talk about corners. We're going to talk about what we have on the roster. We're going to talk about a few college guys coming out of college that we could pick up possibly that fit in our draft range. Not going to talk about some of the number one guys because I don't see them going number one.
No.
I feel maybe second, maybe third round, probably. Maybe even later. But we're going to go with, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a couple of free agents that we can pick up. And before we can talk about what corners we have and what we feel like will do well, we kind of need to talk a little bit about what Eberflus does with his corner.
His scheme?
Yeah, his scheme. So I've done a little bit of research on him. And from what I've seen and what I've heard, and he mixes it up a lot. But on first down, which he considers pretty much a rundown, they'll play zone coverage, one high, and they'll either bring a safety down in the box, or he'll bring another linebacker down in the box for a run game. Second down, and we're talking like second passing down. Second and long or something like that, a passing down. If it's a running down, if it's like second and short, then he'll still bring that safety or that linebacker down in the box and run zone. But if it's a passing situation, he likes to run two high safety, and then like a shell system with a zone.
His shell, it's effective if you got the right players to run it right.
Yeah, it is, and you get how they'll do it is he'll have two high safeties. Your outside corners, which in our case would be Diggs and Bland, outside corners, and he'll bring in probably like a nickel corner, and he'll play one side of the shell, like the one side or the other, the second guy in, and then he'll drop linebackers back to make that shell type zone.
Yeah.
So there'll be 4 running zone across short and 2 deep. And then on like a third down, passing down, he'll do
run too high.
He'll run too high, but he'll do a man press coverage. Okay, on the outsides.
The man on the outside.
Man on the outside.
And then zone the middle.
Yeah. So we kind of got to find people that fit that scheme.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll talk about what we have on hand. We're not talking about nickel corners. We're not talking about safeties. We're talking about outside cornerbacks. And for outside cornerbacks, I'm going to run just through the list real quick. We got Diggs and Bland, Elam, Booth, Butler, and Carson. That's who we have. That's not real impressive, if you ask me.
I think we need to add probably 2 more players.
2 more players. I would agree with that. So let's talk about Diggs real quick. So Diggs, he Pro Bowler in 21-22. He had 11 interceptions in 21. Okay, played well.
Yeah,
he Pro Bowler for 2 years straight. And then he got hurt, and then last year he played a little bit more. Obviously, he didn't do as well as he did Pro Bowl year, but he's also coming off injury.
Yeah,
there's always a lag. If somebody has a knee injury, it's usually the next year they're not as effective, and then maybe the next year they start getting a little more confidence in that knee and they start playing more to form.
Yeah.
Okay. So
he likes to bait them in.
He's a baiter.
Yeah. That plays kind of into his scheme.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that as soon as we get past this right here.
Okay. And we got Bland on the other side. He was Pro Bowler in 23. And he had 9 interceptions, 5 were pick sixes. So.
Yeah, pick sixes. Yeah.
And he's if he can get back to his Pro Bowl years.
Yeah, he was hurt last year.
Yeah, he was also hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. So if he can get back to his Pro Bowl years, we'll be in a lot better shape. When we get past these guys, we'll tell you what we kind of feel a little more about our starters. We got Elam, which we picked up from Buffalo. The only good thing I see in Elam is he's got experience.
Yeah.
That's it. Got 3 years experience. He will hit you. So he will. He will come hit you. And he was the number 1 cornerback coming out of college in 22. So now in Buffalo, his first year he played. He started. I don't know if he started, but he played a lot of games. Started in a lot of games. I don't know if he started out starting or how it went, but needless to say, he started a lot of games. But then the next year, I think he got hurt is what happened because he hardly played any. And then last year he played less than he did the first year as well. So I'm not so sure if he's just dwindling down as a corner, or he was just coming off injury like these guys did in the before last.
Had an off year.
Yeah, had another off year. So hopefully he comes back. He can come back strong and be a good corner, outside corner.
And one of the backups we got is Booth from Minnesota last year, and we know what you got with him. You seen him get cooked more than one time.
There's not a whole lot you can say about these 3 guys here. Other than
he got cooked a lot.
Yeah, he got beat up on pretty. They picked on him when he was out there.
Yeah,
they did. So there's not a whole lot we can say about Booth. Butler, he played pretty good last year in 24.
At the end of the year, he played pretty good.
He played pretty well. I wouldn't say that he would be a starting corner.
No,
but he did play pretty well. He's out of the 3 guys here, he's the one I had the most faith in to being a backup.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got the rookie Carson, and he played like a rookie.
He played like a rookie, yeah.
And like I said, there's not much more.
He didn't play any better than Booth did, other than what these guys. He'll hit you.
Yeah,
Carson.
He'll stick his nose in there. Yeah,
yeah. He's good at that. During training camp last year, they were like, "Oh my goodness, this guy is a stud."
Yeah.
And then when he got in the game, he didn't play horrible, but he didn't play as good as Butler did.
I looked at some stats. I think he started in like 4, maybe 5 games
last year,
and every one of them we lost.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. He also got hurt too.
Yeah,
but
Butler
came in.
He'll get his jersey dirty.
He will. So just kind of, we're trying to make this a semi-short video because it seems like people have a better, attention span to the shorter videos. Yeah. We get into these long videos and we could spit stats out at you all day long. But in the end, you really want to know what's going on. What do we got? And to tell you the truth, what Dustin up here, what we have is 2 guys coming off injury. That's what we got coming back this coming year.
There's no way.
Now, like Dustin was starting to say earlier, Diggs and Bland, they kind of play right into the wheelhouse of Eberflus because they both like to bait. They both like to bait that guy and let him think he's open and then take that risk of going in and getting the pick and at the last second, and they do good at that. That's how they got as many interceptions as they did. They baited them, they picked them.
Yep.
That's pretty much how it worked. Now, in the zone coverage, because they ran zone last year, but not like Eberflus is going to run. In zone coverage, they can do that and not have to worry about the double up or
double
whatever.
Move.
Yeah, the double move, and because they're going to have somebody back there in that zone. So they could have a very good year this year. Just that being said, just being able to, I'm only responsible for this area.
Yeah.
Instead of the whole field, I'm responsible for this area. Not if that guy goes across, he's gone. I don't have him. I got this guy. I got whatever's over here. That could really benefit both Diggs and Bland this year.
Yeah.
Especially coming off injury, that could benefit them. The only thing I don't like about Diggs running zone is he's going to be out there on an island by himself when that running back, when his guy that's over there in front of him shoots across the field and he lets him go, and now he's standing out here in his zone, and that running back comes out
he got to pick
in the
him
backfield, and he's got to pick him up because Diggs does not like to hit running backs.
He
old lame out there, and guess what? If he misses him, there may not be anybody out there.
They're going to take that safety out of the picture.
Out of the picture.
And he's going to run it right there.
So he don't like to tackle. Let's just throw the ball over there and let him make the tackle.
Yeah.
And either Diggs is going to do it or he's not.
Yeah.
And from what we've seen in the past in history, he's not. He's not going to do it. That's the only thing that scares me about the zone.
Yeah.
With Diggs. Bland, I'm not worried about. He will hit you. And Elam will hit you. And Butler will hit you. And Carson will hit you.
Yeah.
Okay. But are you comfortable with those 6 guys only?
Going to war with those 6 guys?
Just going to war with those 6 men right there. That's who we have. 2 of them coming off injuries.
And the rest
of them are questionable.
Rookies or backups.
And that's what we got. So our only other option, or there's 2 other options, but we'll talk about both of them. And that is pick somebody up in the draft, which when you do that, you're still just because you pick them up in the draft don't mean they're going to get on the field and start for you or even be a good second string guy.
Yeah.
Okay? But the people that fall in our wheelhouse of draft picks are Morrison from Notre Dame. And I like him. He's not bad. He's a mid-second prediction. Okay, going mid-second. He's a man press guy. That's what he played most of the time. Run a 4.39 40, which is cooking. And out of a rating of 100, he rated 78 amongst corners.
78%.
78 amongst corners.
And you got Thomas out of Florida State. He's also a man press guy, and he ran a 4.5 40, and his overall rating was 85.9.
Yeah.
And he's predicted to go late second.
Okay. So these guys that could fall in our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Then we got Trey Amos, I think is his name, from Ole Miss. He runs a 4.3 40, and his rating is an 80. And he is also a late second prediction for the draft. But his specialty is outside zone coverage, which I feel like that's kind of fits Eberflus's scheme, that outside zone guy.
Yeah.
So that's what he played mainly in college was outside zone. That's his specialty. So that's a late second guy. That may be somebody that falls right into where we're looking for help.
And then you got Harrison out of Kentucky. He's also another outside zone, good fit in the Eberflus scheme guy. And he's at 80% on his rating. And he's looked to go in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
But he runs a 4.28 40.
Yeah.
And that's going to might bump him up.
Well, a lot of mock drafts do have him. Some of them have him going in the 1st round.
I do?
And it's all because of that 4.28 40.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you are what you are.
He can get it, yeah.
Now, you are what you are. And so some people say 3rd round, some people say 1st round. Like Dustin and I were kind of joking about earlier. He may not be able to cover them, but he'll catch them.
He'll run them down.
he might be 30 yards down the field, but he's going to get you. He's going to run up and catch you at some point.
He'll run you down,
yeah. So that's what you got with Harrison. Both these 2 guys are outside zone guys, and that's kind of what Eberflus likes to have. He likes those outside zone corners. He also likes he will run the press coverage, like we said earlier. I feel like Diggs and Bland can run that as long as they stay healthy. But as far as putting at least a 3rd corner in our cornerback room that may be able to do some damage and may be able to, I don't know about start, but see, we're still talking about 2nd and 3rd rounders.
Yeah.
2nd rounders I could see, and sometimes, you get a 4th or 5th round guy that steps up and does well. But we're talking about what people are playing right now. Yeah, Bland was.
He's late.
Yeah. So these are the options in the draft of what we feel like we could possibly get. If we get a corner, I feel like it's going to be one of these 4 guys. Okay. Possibly. I don't feel like we're going to get one in the 2nd round. I don't think we will. I think if if it's one of these two, it's probably because they pushed down to the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah.
Same with these guys. Now, the other way, in order to get a little help on our corner room, is go free agent. I feel like we need to do both.
Yeah, I do too.
I feel like we need a free agent with some experience, and we get somebody that we can work in there.
Yeah.
Or could turn out to be like the man. You never know. But I feel like we need to do both. The top 3 free agents, they say. The first one is Bradbury from Philly, and we've seen him get cooked several times.
Yeah.
But he is one of the better free agents on the free agency list, okay?
Yeah.
Awuzie, which played for Dallas at one time. Then he went to Cincinnati, and he did pretty well in Cincinnati.
Yeah, Dallas drafted him.
Yeah, Dallas drafted him. He did pretty well in Cincinnati, but now he's with Tennessee. So, and then Gilmore, which we all know, and he's in Minnesota now, and I would like to see them bring him.
Out of those 3, I'd take Gilly back.
I'd bring Gilly back. I would like to see them bring Gilly back and pick up somebody. These are all unknowns.
Yeah.
Anybody in the draft, anybody you get out of the draft,
you know what you're getting.
We know what we're getting here. These guys, he could be the number 1 draft pick and be the worst corner in the league in the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't know. You can't bank. We're gonna bolster our cornerback room with guys from the draft that we don't know if they're going to really.
Yeah, they can cut it or not.
If they're going to be able to cut it or not. They do good in college. Okay, well, that's college.
Yeah.
Can they do it in the NFL? We know what these guys are. We know where they stand. We know what we can expect from them. And that's kind of what I feel like. You should go get somebody out of the – and I feel like they will.
Yeah.
I feel like Dallas will get somebody from free agency. I just feel like they're waiting for a long – dragging it out, and they're going to let them sit on them. Get that contract down a little bit to where they, you know how Dallas is
negotiate.
Yeah, we're going to. These guys sit here long enough on the free agent list, we can get them cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what Jerry Jones is probably doing. So I feel like this is the route we need to go. Pick up somebody here that might be our next best thing, and then
add some depth.
Dustin and I were talking. It's like, what if? Just what if? What if Bland and Diggs come back this year in their Pro Bowl form?
That'd be
and
nasty.
They stay a healthy year. They stay healthy all year, and maybe miss a game or two here and there. But if they stay in Pro Bowl, if they get back to Pro Bowl form,
be no fly zone, bro.
You ain't throwing.
No,
you ain't throwing on them.
No, not the. Go back to the Pro Bowl years.
Yeah, you got 2 Pro Bowl corners.
Yeah,
because they both been one.
Yeah,
they both have been Pro Bowl corners.
Yeah,
and it's not unlikely after a year of being hurt that they come back and get back into form and get a little more faith in that leg and get back to what they were. So it's very possible that Dallas does that, but you still need some backup guys.
Yep.
You still need somebody.
I agree.
Still need somebody, but still need to go here and here. That's my thoughts. That's my thought.
I agree with that.
But I sure would like to see them go back.
That'd be
Pro Bowl
awesome.
form. It don't even have to be Pro Bowl form. Just get close.
Yeah.
Just get close to Pro Bowl form.
Yeah.
We don't need 9 interceptions and 5 picks, although that would be nice. But just get me 5 picks on each side or 6 picks on each side.
Yeah.
It's very possible for both of them.
Yep. It is.
Now, Eberflus he's a big on getting them turnovers.
That's what we need.
Yeah, he's big on them turnovers. He stresses turnover. Punch the ball out. Get the interception. He likes to try to set his guys up to be successful, And I like the zone coverage better than I do the press man.
I do too.
Especially with 2 guys coming off injury.
Yeah.
Okay? Because good chance are they're not going to be in Pro Bowl form. They could be. But with that zone coverage, it takes a little pressure off of them. Takes just a little bit. They don't have to worry about the deep ball.
Yeah.
They just have to worry about my spot. That's it. So maybe that could be what they need. That could be, and it could be what these guys could help these guys as well.
Yeah.
With zone coverage, you know, zone coverage is much easier to cover than man coverage.
Oh yeah.
I mean, by far.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you put, I don't know, any Justin Jefferson out there and say, cover that guy man to man. Wherever he goes on the field, you got him.
No, there ain't so many people that can do it.
And a lot of people can do it. But passing him along and filling these passing zones up, passing lanes up.
Well, that's what the zone is. If they find a pocket in that zone, sit down in it, that's only weakness.
Yeah, that's the only weakness of the zone,
Yeah.
But like I said, also, that's what these guys are good at, baiting. That guy sits down in the pocket and they let him think he's open.
Yeah.
When he's really not.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we just wanted to make a quick video on where our cornerback room stood. What you guys think? What do y'all think about our cornerback room? What do you think about those guys above that line right there? Being the only guys we have on the roster. If that's what we got on the roster, and these two guys come back and play like they did last year, well, he didn't play much, but he played a little bit last year, 11 games, I think, and then he got hurt. But if we come back with what we had at the end of the year last year, it comes back that, we're trouble.
Yeah.
Like deep trouble.
Yeah.
Okay? So, anyway, what do you guys think? Give us another corner y'all might think of that's in free agency that we're not looking at. Because there's a whole list of them, but we can't make these videos 2 hours long. We could go through every free agent corner if you wanted to, but we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Same thing with these college corners, guys coming in the draft. Which one, who do you like? Which one do you like? Or are there others that you like? Or when do you think we should pick a corner? First, second, third round, fourth round, fifth round, whatever. And who would it be? Are there any sleeper corners out there that you know of? We're going to do a video pretty soon on sleepers.
Okay.
On like sleepers on, hey, this wide receiver, he's not been looked at and he should be. This is a sleeper guy we can get in the sixth round or whatever. This is a sleeper corner we could get in the fifth round or sixth round. Running back we get, we're going to do one on sleepers. I've been doing a little research on that. So anyway, that's all we got today. We're going to hit you guys back with another video Sunday or Monday, one or the other, somewhere in there, once we figure out exactly what we want to talk about. But if you guys will, please just like and subscribe. We appreciate you guys watching because there's been a lot more views on our videos, and we appreciate that. A lot more views than subscribers. But we do have a lot of subscribers coming back and watching our videos. So there's a lot of people that aren't watching them that like, and they come back and hit them all the time. So if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and help us out. Comment. And we've already said a couple times, and matter of fact, there are probably very, very few of you guys going to even hear this. Because most of them are already checked out by now. But we're getting a new computer and a new editing system. We'll get rid of a bunch of stuff and start a whole new thing, and things are going to get better pretty soon. So, but we enjoy doing these videos for you guys. Yep. If you will, like I said, like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and we will see you guys, and comment. Yeah. And we will see you guys again this next week.